Lose weight fast and keep it off. Many of you have been able to lose weight, but haven't been given the skill sets yet on how to lose the weight sustainably. After helping 4,000 women, I've noticed 5 key mistakes that people keep making, but the good news is, once you fix these mistakes, you know if they are, then you can lose weight sustainably very, very easily. So here they are. Number 1, 3 scales of food assessment. 3 scales of food assessment. What is this? About to show you. 2 foods. 1, McDonald's. 2, green Thai curry. McDonald's, let's measure it on how we're going to feel afterwards. Let's measure on taste and functionality. What do I mean by that? Cognitive function, performance, the sport or exercise perhaps, or even up and down the stairs. So McDonald's, in terms of how I feel afterwards, I feel bloated, I feel guilty. For me, it's a 1 out of 10. Taste, about a 5. For me, 5 out of 10. And in terms of functionality, in terms of how it's fueling me, a 2 out of 10. So what have we got? 1, 2, and a 5. That's 8 out of 30 for McDonald's. That could be your Big Mac and chips. You pick, you do your own scales, you choose your favorite fast food joint. Okay. Second, green Thai curry, personal favorite of mine, with grilled chicken breast, or it can be dry fried chicken breast, full of vegetables, low fat coconut milk, whole grain basmati rice, personal favorite of mine. That's going to be a 10 out of 10 for taste. For me, a 10 out of 10 is, of course, on how I feel afterwards. I feel energized. I certainly don't feel bloated, that's for sure. And on top of that, functionally, it's got high carbohydrates that are low glycemic index, which means the energy will be released slowly. So you haven't got the up and down with energy all the time. You've got a steady state of energy so you don't feel fatigued during the day or having that 3 p.m. slump. It's got protein as well to maintain hair, nails, skin, maintain muscle mass, keep your metabolism high, very important. Use this 3 scales of food assessment. It's very powerful because what it does, it slows down your decisions. It slows down your decisions and it allows you to make decisions based on the 3 scales rather than impulse decisions. There's more to food than just taste. Think about future pacing, the emotional feeling and the physiological feeling you're going to have after you've eaten it. And think about whether it's going to move you towards or further away from your goals. And by the way, if you are struggling, join our completely free sustainable weight loss support group. Click on the link in the description. This will be a game changer for you. Myself and a team of psychologists, dietitians, nutritionists, and behavior change coaches have helped 83,000 women in this group. Join it. You're going to have weekly masterminds, weight loss clinics, recipes, strategies, fitness tips. It makes it easier for you. Stop facing all of this on your own. Click the link below. Join the group. I'll see you there. I'm there live literally 6 times a week. Okay, number 2, not eating enough protein. If you're a lady over 50 and you're not having 100 grams of protein right now per day, you are shooting yourself in the foot because you're making it so much more difficult. If you have more protein, you'll be full for longer. If you have more protein, you'll benefit from the thermogenic effect of actually the digestion of the protein. What does that mean? You have 100 calories of carbs, 100 calories of protein, 10% of those calories are used up in the digestion of the carbohydrates. However, with the protein side, 30% are used up in the digestion of that protein. And by the way, I love carbs. I'm not saying cut them. Do not cut your carbohydrates. But protein will keep you fuller for longer. What's more, it allows you to actually have the adaptation after the exercise. The exercise provides the stimulus, but it is the protein that provides the adaptation afterwards, which is really important to avoid injury, so you feel stronger, and you can get up and down off the floor easier without having to lean on furniture or the couch or even pick up your grandkids with ease. I want you to be functional. I want you to be independent, and I certainly don't want you to end up being a burden on anybody. Okay, number 3, not enough water. Stop taking the posh water bottles with straws thinking you look the part if you're not actually taking in a huge amount of fluid because of it. Be simple. Use pint glasses. Play with the temperature. If it's warm outside, have chilled water if it aids your ability to drink or consume more of it. If it's cold outside, do not add ice to it. Don't make it harder for yourself. And chug, count the gulps. Don't sit, count the gulps. Have a water bottle perhaps that's got a wide opening to simulate a pint glass if you're driving. Obviously, drink at traffic lights. Build that rule in. Every time I'm at traffic lights, I'm going to drink some water. Have a pint of water or water with every single meal. Have it as a non-negotiable. And then don't drink too much before bed, because obviously I don't want to eat up all night peeing, okay? Number four, not having a mealtime structure. This is simple, it's intentionally simple. But if you can have a structure where you eat within 1 hour of getting up, you eat within 1 hour of going to bed, and then over that course of the day, you look at your 14 hours or perhaps your 13 hours, depending on how many hours you're currently sleeping, and then you break it up into 3-hour chunks of like meals and snacks, and have set meal times, set snack times, stops you getting over hungry, which is a big mistake. That stops the overeating. It stops you having the guilt afterwards, the boredom eating, tired eating, comfort eating. These are all reasons, by the way, as to why eat less and eat more is nonsense. It's not going to fix that. Of course not. Of course not. So build that eating structure and stick to it. And at the weekends, try and stick to the same structure as much as you possibly can. Have set meal times. Should never be more than 30% empty, and never be more than 80% full either. So you're not bloated and you're not starving. That way you make better decisions. You've shopped, I'm sure you have, when you're starving. You make worse decisions if you're over hungry. Number 5, and I've got a treat for you now in a second. Number 5, believing that prioritizing yourself, whether it's time or self-investment, is selfish. Believing self-care is selfish. It is the opposite of selfish. Because here's the thing. If your son or daughter or your husband or your grandchild came to you and said, I've been struggling with my weight now for 10, 15 years, or maybe more. I feel really low about it. I don't enjoy clothes shopping. I have aches and pains. I shy away from social occasions. I hate photos. I try and avoid being in them. I feel low when I look in the mirror. And I want to do something for me to feel better about myself. Would you tell them doing that is selfish? Of course not. So why do we tell ourselves that? Self-care enables you to showcase the importance of self-respect. Be here for the people who matter, not be a burden on anybody either. I want you to have a better life, a longer life, and a more full life. You do that by being at your best for yourself, then you've got more to give. Make sure of all things that you do now, click on the link in the description, join our free support group where you're going to learn so many other simple to implement strategies to live a longer life, a happier one. Our mission is to help 1 million people live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Click the link, join the group. It has to be now, as you see here. It has to be now. You're not getting any younger, either am I. Because the more we put this off, the bigger the mountain there is that you have to climb. Hope this helps. Click the subscribe button. Loads more videos coming your way. Have a wonderful day. My name's Alex, and thank you for watching.